Hello, fabulous people. This is the Together podcast, and this is the place where Cherise and I come together to help you get it together for your everyday business life. So we hope you enjoy.
Good morning. Good morning. We're live and we're recording now. And so happy Tuesday, everybody. How y'all doing? And Cherise, how you doing? What's been going on with you for the last week? What you got into? What we excited about? It's the last Tuesday of October. That means we essentially have just a few more weeks of the year left. Oh, so yeah. Okay. So what you been up to the last week?
Girl, so great week. Mm-hmm. Oh, girl, we'll probably end up in one of these deep topics, but great week. I hosted an event this week, Sit, Pour, and Explore, with some of my mastermind friends, and it was really good. It was over at the Turner Brown House in Smyrna. You may be familiar. Taylor Brown House in Smyrna. Nice house. It was a fashion event, but they have not necessarily fashion, but they make candles.
Okay.
Then they make cocktails, right? Ooh. You have a cocktail station where you make your own cocktail, station where you make your own candle, custom candle. Then there's vending and shopping all around. Had a DJ, so I hosted that. That was really fun. I'm having a good time hosting. I want to host more. I'm going to start marketing that so that I can. And I meet so many people, Natalie. Maybe we could talk about networking.
Definitely, let's talk about networking.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a good topic.
Yeah.
That's a good topic.
And being strategic networking, because what I've learned from this experience is, girl, I get in front of, hundreds of people at a time. And get to know new people, and boom, you're in my network now, and I get to talk to you. So this is a new audience that I get to open up and share my experience with, right? A lot of them are interested in my services. I was doing glow ups, so I brought a makeup artist in, and it was so appropriate because it was fashion,
Okay, wait, I'm gonna stop you right there. For those of us, me included, that we don't know what a glow up is. What is a glow up?
Okay, so a glow up is a quick makeover at an event, right? So I'll pick people out the crowd and say, hey, you want to glow up? And I specifically, and we're going to have like really intentional conversation today, really intentional with words, and because I think it has a lot to do with your business. I no longer use the word makeover. Okay. Because makeover can have a negative connotation. People can be like, I don't think makeover. That's how some people feel, and you don't ever want people to feel that way. So basically, a glow up is like an enhancement, right? It's a quick little, let me give you a little pop. Let me give you a little glow, So they come, I had my makeup artist, she would, dust their faces off, give them a different look. And I would take some of the fashions from the vendors and just throw on a couple of different looks. And girl, that's my judge. Let me tell you, I love to see a woman glow up in the moment. Like, it's my, it's just my thing. I love it. And it's amazing how when they see themselves, they're like, oh. And I had a good friend of mine, actually, Monica, she's from my hometown. She popped up at the event, and she's in my Activate Your Abundance as well. So she came in, she hung out. She was looking cute now. She was already looking cute, but I get to put pop a little stank on you. You know what I'm saying? My little stank. So I said, Monica, let me do a glow up on you. She's like, okay, all right. So she sat down, got a little makeup done, and she had her hair up in this bun. And she has this really beautiful gray hair, and it's up in the bun. She's like, I ain't combed it in so long, but I was like, okay, it's okay. So I took it down, and girl, like, kind of put a little style to it. Put an outfit on her, girl, flowing. Girl, I had her modeling through the event, and girl, she was like, oh my God. I love it. Like, just a surprise glow up, pop up. Then I have an amazing idea for my YouTube channel.
Ooh.
with the glow up. So I'm excited about that. So
Okay.
good reason to show up. Show up and support people's events, show up and do something different that you haven't never ever done before, because the ideas just start flowing. The downloads just start coming, from within and with other people. And oh my goodness, girl, I had tons of email addresses and numbers from, women I've never met before that I get to add into my network. So,
okay. So let me ask you a practical question.
Yeah.
All right. So you said you had tons of emails and phone numbers. So is this you're putting them in your phone on a list, and then you're gonna put them into a autoresponder? Like, tell me the practical steps of when you are out in public networking with people, of how you actually capture that information and put it inside your system.
Okay, so if you're there, you should have your QR code. You should have your QR code with your all your information on it, right? That's really easy. Have your little hi, hello, or have your Acuity. Acuity has a QR code. So if you have a booking, a little link for people to, it's a QR code too. Pull that bad boy up and take their email addresses. That's one. Two, just go to the basics and go on your notes and have them put their information in there. Have it on an iPad. It depends on how organized you are and if it's a pop-up situation.
Right.
I was hosting, so and trying to just make sure everyone else was okay. And I just thought about it like, oh my goodness, I didn't have my QR code and stuff up, which I have one, but I didn't have it posted up because I was moving around. So I just took people's information. I just took their phone numbers and emails. All you need is a phone number, an email, and a name.
There we go. That's it.
It's simple.
And I would like to say, for those of you guys who are going to have your QR code like that, please have 2 or 3. Because I was at an event and the person only had one, and it was line, and it was just like, it ain't worth it. And so have 2 or 3, so you can spread it. Yeah, correct.
Spread it. Yeah.
Like people, we used to, the little plastic flyer holders. I've seen people put their QR codes on that on like an 8x11. It's blown up. Real easy for people to do at a little bit of a distance. They can use it on the phone. But definitely have 2 or 3 around so that everybody in one line. Okay, go ahead.
Now, I feel compelled to say this. This is going to be, and we're not going to sit in this space, but I just want to talk about how people's brains work, why you have to keep things simple and 101, right? When you're communicating with people and, networking, getting to know people and teaching and coaching. You said, when you're out, you want to have 2 or 3 codes, 2 or 3 QR codes. My mind went, I need some different ones, like different.
Oh, no.
Different links. And then as you were talking, I'm like, she means just sitting around, like the same code, just sitting around. The only reason why I want to bring that to focus is because that's just how the brain works. People's brains work different. So someone can say something to you, and because of your experiences and your thought process, the way your brain works, your mind can be totally somewhere else. And you're like, okay, that's what you mean. So you gotta be a really great communicator and a great listener, and don't lock in. Like listen, lock in, but don't lock in on the first thing a person said. Like just keep following through so you can understand, okay, she meant it like this. So if it was something that was offensive, for instance, that someone said, because I said at the event, I was making an announcement and the person was kind of letting me know what was on the their giveaway. And I was like, well, reading is fundamental, right? If I would have read it, I could have said exactly what it was, but I could look at her face and saw that she kind of thought I was like, well, reading is fundamental. I'm like, no, I'm talking to me. So be open to how people might perceive things and how you might have said it, but I don't want to sit there. I just wanted to say that.
Well, I'm gonna pivot just a little bit from that. Because over the last couple of days, it feels like I've been getting the message, really keep it simple. I'm actually, I think I just ordered the book, or either it's in my Amazon cart. It says, "Don't Make Them Think." I'm pretty sure that's the name of the book. Like, don't make them
That's
think.
good. Don't make them
And
think.
so,
That's
like,
good.
as developing a new service, they were saying you know your services and what you offer. Other people don't. So you have to be really specific, and you don't want them thinking. You need to tell them exactly what it is. Like, don't be trying to be cute or clever. Don't make them think about, okay, what does that mean? And I think we've all read either a tag or a billboard or even a commercial and been like, what they're trying to sell? I don't even know what that was about. And so that just reminded me of that. So as people who are producing content or talking to people on podcasts, really working hard to be clear. And so I think that's what I got to do a better job over the next rest of my life. So, okay.
Well, you have to think about others. It's not just you that you're communicating with, and we're selfishly kind of, talking from our own perspective, and and that's okay. But you got to think about others.
You do, especially if you're trying to sell to them. So, yeah, okay, all right. So I still want to go back to the networking. All right, so let's say you are very basic. You just putting them into a spreadsheet on your iPad or whatever Apple's version of spreadsheet is. Okay. Then when you get home, what are you manually copying and pasting them into your autoresponder? What do you do with them then?
Yeah, for me, I'm either putting it in myself, which I probably don't, or I'm sending it to Danielle. Danielle is the one who does all that admin stuff for me. And I'm like, I'll just send him a list and like, hey, these are the contacts I got for today. Add them into the mailing list.
Okay, that's really simple.
Very simple.
Yeah.
And don't miss those opportunities.
Right. Don't miss those opportunities. Yes.
Oh, I'm reading this book called GoPro by Eric Warr. And it's about network marketing.
Okay.
So had me a totally different perspective on network marketing. Not that I necessarily want to.
Okay, look, I can't help but Google it right now. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. But some of the tips that I got from him was, oh my goodness. So the GoPro basically is one thing he said. He said, put everybody on the list. The babies, the cousins.
Okay.
The parents. He said, everybody go on the list.
Okay.
Don't miss nobody. And I was like, oh, okay. So if you have a conversation with someone in the airport or at the grocery store, get their information and put them on your list. Because first of all, and then you think of a way to communicate with them, right? And what's a great way to communicate? A newsletter.
True.
Anybody can go on the newsletter list, right? And just get to know who you are and what you're doing and what you have going on. This charger be tripping.
And let me say this while you check out your charger is I was just on somebody's. Okay, so you guys, the industry standard is usually there's a free gift, like some type of downloadable PDF or audio or something that you get when you join somebody's email list. That's kind of been the industry standard because we moved away from just saying join my newsletter because people were feeling like people just didn't want another newsletter. So, but what I just realized, because I just got finished signing up for like 5 newsletters. And on one website, that's all it said is like, sign up for my newsletter. And I signed up. And so I will say, even though the industry rhetoric has been, don't nobody want your newsletter? You need to give them something. You need to give them a premium thing for free. And that's how you're going to get their email address. But if they want to learn from you, if they like you, they'll sign up for your newsletter. They want to hear what you have to say. And if that's the way you're saying it, then that's the way they'll get it. And so I thought that was very, very interesting that just at the top of the page, it was sign up for my newsletter. Okay. And I signed right up. No, I don't think I got a premium or free gift or anything. I wanted to be in that person. I heard about them. And so I wanted to let me see what this person's saying. The easiest way is for me to get on their newsletter. So just, it still works. It still works.
Yeah. And be interesting. Like live a lifestyle. And I want to share this too. Like live a lifestyle that people are interested in, whether you want them to buy your services or not.
Okay. Let's go deep on with me, particularly on that. Because I feel like I'm so boring. So when y'all say
everybody feels like they're boring.
I don't have a lifestyle. I don't have a lifestyle to live. Like
everyone has a lifestyle.
To go to sleep and wake up. That's all. All right. So what would you?
Everyone has a lifestyle. Everyone thinks they don't. But your lifestyle is that, you're a therapist. I bet a lot of people would love to be a therapist, a successful therapist with a coaching business. You've locked your hair. You work out. You have challenges working out sometimes because you don't feel like it. You fall off. You're a single woman. You out here doing your thing. You desire love. You know exactly what you want out of love.
I love how you describe my life. It's so much better than me actually living it.
Yeah, like you have a lifestyle. Just because you think it's boring, that's on you. It's up to you to put it out there for the people who will be interested in it. Like you are really intelligent. What about what college you went to? What about how your parents raised you? What about your siblings? What about it's things that so many people have in common. Like we're probably, like we're cool. We sit up here, we do this podcast every week. Our story is pretty cool. You came, as a client in the chair, and we got cool, and we decided we're going to start this podcast one day. And we've been at it a little over a year. It's been going great. Natalie is the one who captures the content from it. And, we just get on here and we have a really good time, and we are working on organizing it. It's really good. We get great feedback from it, and we're so busy. We don't hardly talk outside of the podcast, but when we do talk outside of the podcast, we go so deep you can't get off the phone. So that type of friendship, we do events like this year in 2025, we have committed to supporting each other's events more and being more involved. We have lifestyles.
Okay. I think what you saying that reminds me that Gary V, who I listen to sometimes I don't. But Gary V said, like, stop trying to create content and just document what you're doing. Just document. He's like, it makes it so much easier if you just document. So, mind you though, y'all, he got like 2 companies full of people who create his content. So, but I think definitely I can start to take that to heart and just figure out, okay, how do I just tell people what I'm doing? I'm horrible at that.
Yeah. And it's so good. Like, oh my gosh, like that's something that I've been working on within my ecosystem, my program. And that's something I want to share too. But one of the things I want to do is really help people get more acclimated to the social media thing and sharing, and help myself as well, because I don't show up as much as I should. But when I do, it's fun, and people always give me feedback, and it's typically good feedback. And the people who give me any other type of feedback, it's like, oh, maybe you should try this and maybe you should try that. And I'm like, oh, it's a great idea. I was on the phone with one of my mentors yesterday. Quick conversation out the blue. She's kind of down from a surgery and working on her health and just getting herself back. And girl, groundbreaking conversation. I was like, why don't you, for now, since you can't show up, like that, why don't you voice repeat? Yeah. Change her entire game because she feels like she can be productive. Like, use your voice. Right now you can't show up like you want to. It's okay. Use your voice. You got your voice.
Definitely so.
Groundbreaking conversation for her. And I was proud just because it just came out of us connecting because we connect in alignment.
Okay, because it's so important for us to connect with others because we get locked in our own thoughts of what we can't do. And it really takes somebody else to say, well, have you ever thought about? And you, honest to God, be like, no, I never thought about that. I can do that. And so you need to be making sure you're talking to people and connecting with them to get those new information ideas. And if for whatever reason you ain't got nobody to talk to right now, I'm gonna need you to go pay somebody to talk to them because you never know where ideas are going to come from. And then if you're like, I can't even afford to pay nobody right now, then at very least make sure you're watching YouTube videos where you're hearing people have conversations and give you tips and tricks to improve. But it's a constant game. Okay, what you smiling? You reading your
I'm
Facebook
smiling at my Facebook family. I couldn't get on. It was black over there. I couldn't get on, y'all. I'm here now. Hey. I don't know what Facebook was doing, but yeah. So all of that, like really just being yourself, Natalie. Like just
doing it more out loud.
And doing it out loud, like talk to someone. And if it's that one person to get you up and out and, you know, feeling good. Because my thing is, you come over here, it's going to feel good by the time you leave me. Okay. You're going to look good and you're going to feel good. If I can't get to you, I'm going to make sure you at least feel good. Right. And you need more people like that in your life. So I had to really embody that is one of my purposes in this earth, to make people feel good, right? And I was in denial for a long time. And I realized, no, you are blessed. You're really, really blessed. So, and you feel good. I have good energy. I have, you know, just a good, happy soul. And I'm so thankful for that. I thank God every day as much as I can, because I have people who I know that are dealing with things, you know, but I'm like, there's no way I can have this gift and not share it to the best of my ability. But one of my issues was that I haven't been sharing enough of me because of my imposter syndrome, you know, that I had been working through. No, well, this isn't right, and that isn't right, and that isn't ready, you know, and I have been getting things more in order, but I still have to show up in the meantime. As me. That's who I am authentically.
That's true. I think, so when I was a newbie therapist, it was a while in there, I just didn't feel worthy, imposter syndrome, all of the things. And so I don't know if somebody helped me come up with this or not, but what we came up with, and I just had to say it to get me through, is, Lord, send me the people who are perfect for me right now on this level where I am right now as a clinician. Just send me those people that fit for me right now. And I actually, hearing you say this, I probably need to bring that back.
Yeah, bring it back.
Bring it back. People who are fit for me right now on the level that I am right now, so that I'm a perfect fit for them and they're a perfect fit for me. And then you can relax and ease into it, knowing that the universe is going to work it out.
Oh, it'd be so much stuff down low.
I think a coach must have helped me with that, because it also went along with pricing. We had some pricing things I had to work with.
You know, that conversation we had about pricing and it being, you know, an indication of imposter syndrome. People were like, "Ooh," and I'm like, "Yeah." That's one of the reasons why you won't charge your worth, or at least even enough. You know, I stand on, can't nobody ever pay you your worth, so you might as well charge what you want to charge.
Say that.
Can't nobody pay you your worth for all that money you put into your education, your experience, blood, sweat, and tears. Can't nobody pay you.
Right. Just the student, for those of us who have student loans, just the student loans alone. Alone. Well, you can't even pay it yourself. Can't nobody pay that. So yeah, you got a point. Might as well charge what you're worth. I'm still here.
Yeah. Okay. You went away on my screen. Okay.
Your internet is a little shaky. I can see your bars. You have yellow and red bars for your internet. So you might be a little in and out.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. I might be a little in and out. I'm not hardwired in. Hold on. Okay.
So you're here though, fully. We see you and hear you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so this networking thing, getting to the basics and making sure that you are connecting with everyone. So, and I think we have all these hangups. It's like the whole, once we were in this authentic way of doing business because we didn't have a guide. Like we started out, we didn't have a guide. So we just said, this is what I want to do passionately. I'm going to take the steps that I know that I can do, and I'm going to do it. And I think it was working quite well for a lot of us just in the trenches, just making it do what it do. And then this coaching industry, and no, you know, I'm not trying to negate it, but then, oh no, this is how you do it because this is how you're going to make $10,000 in a day, and this is how you get these amount of clients. I'm going to get you 100 clients in today in 2 hours. You know, all these gimmicks and stuff. And I think we started taking on too much information and lost our authenticity.
Definitely so.
Yeah.
And you have to be. I want to say this. I think because I'm going through this right now. There's so much information out there. And I do want you to get it all because I want it all for myself. Like I want to know. But also, you don't want to overwhelm yourself. You don't want to get so much information that you're all over the place. That you start looking real inconsistent and crazy because you trying this technique on this day, and let me try this technique. Oh wait, no, let me try this technique. One of my mentors told me, anything you need to try it for a year before you say it's working or not working. Oh, I don't know if a year for everything, but probably at least 6 months. You need to be really doing something for 6 months. We have a little bit more feedback on internet things and stuff like that. So maybe you might be able to get away with 90, but you do need to be like working things out. So I say all that to say is, as we're gathering and learning more information, just know you can't get it all, and try to be a little measured with how much you're taking in so that you don't look crazy because you're trying to do everything every time a different way. So
you don't find that out until on the back end though.
Right.
Which is why it's important for us to create space for those that we are working with and coaching. You know, like
say more about creating space for them. Say more about that.
Yeah. So for me, what creating space means now is I really want, you know, when you come into my community, I want really everything available for you, because what I want more than anything for you and I is to become partners. I want us to put ourselves in a position so that we could collaborate. I'm not trying to, I had to come to a conclusion where, okay, I need to charge you for this, for certain things and coaching, but I'm not going to try to bust your head on the front end. No, let's become partners so we can make money in abundance and share the revenue. You know what I'm saying? We bring value to each other and we can partner. So that's what I really want, you know, the women in my community to understand. I'm not trying to necessarily be your coach, you know, or your mentor. I want to be your partner. And I want you to I want you to know what I know. I want to know what you know. And then we can stand in the gap with each other and get to the business.
Yeah. And
that's creating space for me. That's what I mean. Like, I need you to come in and just know and understand. Like, I don't care where you are. Because first of all, I only attract a certain level of women on a certain level of business and mindset, right? I know you know who you are. I know you know what you want. You just are like, what are my next steps to get to, you know, where I want to be, and how do I get there, and who, you know, like the book, I think it's Valerie Burton, Who, wait a minute, gosh, Who Not What? Something like that. Anyway, I'll find that for you guys. Anyway, but it's about who you know.
Sure it's not Dan Sullivan's? No, his book is about hiring the right person as opposed to doing it yourself? Or what's the book about? Okay,
it's about who you know. It's about connecting with who you know, right? Okay. So you got to make connections. Like, you have got to get out here and make connections, and then understand, how can I add value to you? Because when I see people now, there's no desperation of, how can I get them to pay me? It's not, how can we connect and make money together? How can we bring our communities together, and make this all make sense, because we all have value. We all have these special gifts that we cannot do by ourselves. Right.
Right.
So,
definitely so.
That's why it's so important for me to help people learn how to build their own community. You got to have your own community.
Yep. Yeah, you do. You do. You do.
Yeah.
And you need to be working on building your community.
Always. And my community is your community. So if I come to your event, it's not about, I'm taking people's information to steal them from you.
Please don't.
I'm taking people's information because I want to get to know them, because we're connected, and I add value to what she does, and vice versa.
Yeah. I would just like to say, if anybody has that mentality, I just need you to change it.
It's an old, ancient, outplayed lack.
It's that lack and scarcity mentality. And the thing is, I want y'all to know, we do better together. If you look around,
baby.
if you look around, most McDonald's and Burger Kings are located really close to each other. And Chick-fil-A and Wendy's are right there with them, because they have learned we do better together. If this is the food area and we bring everybody who want food over here, we're more likely to get more sales. Right? Because I'm going to bring a car full of people so that we can go through the drive-through line at McDonald's and then go get mama her salad from Chick-fil-A. And then we're going to do better together. So I just need you guys to remember that. Don't ever think that people can take your people. And then that's the other people. People can't take your people.
People can't take your people.
And so if for some reason somebody is doing exactly what you're doing, and they take them on that off chance that happens, then you need to look at, okay, what was I doing, or what did I do differently? Did I offend my people and it sent them away? Did I stop posting? Did I stop publishing so they just didn't have nothing to consume anymore? But look at yourself, because people can't take your people. If they're your people,
they can't take your people.
Right.
They need you and other people.
Say that part. They might need other people, because they say it in a certain way can get them to a different person, a different level income wise, so that they can then come back and buy and consume your services.
Yes.
Like, you just got to know it all works out. Your people are your people.
It works out. Like, and stay consistent with what you know, and do what you do. Like, oh my gosh, this thing takes a long time. I've been working on something, like, my girl Tanisha and I, we've been working on something for freaking 10 years. We sat up and listened, and we went back. She was like, girl, this is 10 years in the making. And we finally are clearing this up. And we sat there all for a minute like, girl. And oh my goodness. Sherry Riley, she was speaking on the cruise, or the Tom Joyner cruise. Ooh. And she was talking about her book took her 7 years to write. Like, girl,
I heard somewhere like the average is like 9. Like, it takes a minute to get a book out, unless you're one of those people who can like dedicate 5 minutes a day. Right. Yeah. And even with writers, I've heard them say you have to practice writing every day. Like, it's not a, I'm gonna get to it, because you never get to it. So either I think I've heard the two ways people get it done is either they literally dedicate like 5 minutes a day. I'm just gonna sit down and write for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Which usually turns to like 10 to 15, whatever the morning allows. Or the people who like take a weekend. Yeah. Like, I'm just gonna go take a weekend and bang this out. So okay. All right. What else?
So more about the networking thing. So So it's about networking like a pro. So if you're networking like a pro, you're definitely, we spoke a little bit about being a great listener. So if you're out networking like a pro, you have to become a great listener in the moment, even before a communication. Trying to listen to respond. You have to really listen so that you can hear who the people are, hear what their needs are, hear what they're saying, because people are saying many different things. First of all, a lot of people are showing up with their representatives when you're out networking. Sure. That's not who we are. We show up in our authentic selves. So in our authentic selves, we are going to listen, and then, so guess what? There comes your topics. When people are talking to you at the networking events, of course, you're going to take their information down. And then you probably, if it's smart, I have to do this. I have to put a note of where I met them, or, gray hair, locks in the hair, something, so that I remember them. Literally in my phone now, everyone has some sort of description or nickname, so I can remember them. But also, the conversation is telling me what their needs are. What are their pain points, and then boom, you speak to it, because it's probably the same pain points that everyone else is having to a degree. In a way, a lot of people now are talking about the economy, right? And, we're at finances. So people want, extra streams of income. And people are looking to change positions. So where do I come in with that? I come in with that because I am in that space of making sure that you enhance how you look, how you feel, how you show up. I'm all about how you show up. So I got a conversation for you. Tap into my newsletter.
Right.
And I'm going to talk to you in my newsletter about what the conversation that we had at the event. And guess what? When I put you on my list, now I know, hey, let me go ahead and text her too, since I have her information in my phone. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just send her a link to the newsletter to make sure she reads it and sees that I heard what you said.
Oh, wow. Now that is just excellent customer service right there, girl.
You can't, because you can't play with people. You can't take people for granted. And especially these women who I serve, you, Natalie, if I'm having a conversation with you, I need to hear what you said so I can give you what you need.
Wow. Oh my God.
Right? Because you don't have time to play.
You're right. Okay. So going back to the networking, meeting people, are you only meeting people in person, or are you trying to also do networking online?
Oh yeah, networking online as well.
All right, so let's pivot to networking online.
Okay.
How do you meet people and identify them online and get them into your newsletter, your circle, or what? What does that look like? So
very similar now. So I'm not like, I don't have a program or anything out right now. So I'm not like bringing people in bulk. So I'm still kind of, maybe one-on-one people are jumping in my inbox or DM or whatever. And, oh girl, your girl been playing over on LinkedIn. I'm going to do so much better. And I have discovered some things over there. I'm falling in love with LinkedIn. Just a different conversation. But I am same thing. Hey, here's a link to sign up for my newsletter, or simple. Hey, shoot me your email address and number. I want to put you in my database. That's simple. Either they do or they don't,
Right.
I shoot them a link. Sometimes people are like, oh, I like your style. Are you a stylist? Are you an image consultant? What does that mean? Okay, well, let me send you a link real quick so we can jump on a quick call.
Yeah.
So, and that's been a reprogramming for me, because in the past, I would just, oh, hey, and kind of glaze over it and not, like, here's my booking link.
Right.
But no. Here is a direct link for us to have a conversation, not for you to book sometime down the road.
Right.
I'm going to, if I see you have interest and you have directly DM me, I'm gonna deal with you directly. You know, so we are in a space now. I don't think you should be too big for people. I don't, a lot of people are like, oh, you got to have that. There's a time and a place when you need the gatekeeper, for sure.
Yeah.
But in certain spaces and certain instances, you need to be direct with people.
Yeah.
Get them on the phone. Get them on the phone and get them.
And I gotta say, even if you have a gatekeeper, make sure they're personable. Make sure it's a true gate where they letting in the people who need to be let in. And that you are having that high touch system that like people can get to you.
Yep.
Yeah. So, because I definitely get it that you need somebody answering those phones, Lord Jesus. And that when you're busy. But you don't want people thinking like they can never call you, contact you, like you're not a real person down the block from them.
Exactly.
Definitely so. Okay. I will say I just listened to this audio the other day and I was like, I got to do better. So it was a YouTube video and I don't know the guy's name yet. Jasmine Alec, maybe is his name. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. But he was saying how when he first started out, he kept a spreadsheet of people he connected with online. And he would make sure like he commented on their stuff and build and work to build a relationship. So he said I had a spreadsheet. I had their name on the spreadsheet who I was trying to build a relationship with. And I made sure that I contacted them and commented on their stuff online about 10 times before I asked them to be a friend or connected with them or anything like that. And I was like, I've done that specifically when I was building the practice and networking with people in the community, especially medical professionals, because we were trying to get those referrals. Like, how many times have they seen me? I didn't think about doing that online with people. Yeah. And so as we're talking about networking today, I'm thinking about a specific system that I can implement for networking. What does that look like? And I think everybody should be thinking about the system that they're implementing for networking and growth. And so it's wonderful if you are that person who's writing brilliant content that every time somebody reads your post, you get another 10,000 followers. That is not most of us. Most of us.
And can you even handle that? That's when you get into that space of low touch. If that's where you want to be, that's fine. I think there's a time and a place.
I was actually on a phone call, a coaching call. It was somebody else was coaching, and I was just listening. You listen to the replay, and the girl went viral and got scared to death. She gonna handle it. So she was on the call like, "Oh my God! Now all of these people want me, and I'm getting all of these." Wow. Okay, be ready.
Be ready. One way or the other. Be ready.
Who are praying to be viral? Make sure you got your systems in place. Like make sure you got your systems in place. It does you no good to go viral and you don't have anything in place. Okay, what do I mean when you have something in place? I mean, if you had a post or something that went viral today, which is usually the definition of viral, I think is over 500 likes, clicks, something. Okay, so if you it ain't that much. I mean, if you're not pulling that. But if I'm not mistaken, that's what I read that's the definition of viral. Now, if you go viral and all 500 people come look at your page, will they be able to download something? Will they be able to get on your list? Will they have a good understanding of what your next offering is? Like, will they get that in seconds? If that is not the case, then you are not ready to go viral.
No.
And so it should be, if you think about the funnel at the top, so everybody should be able to jump into that funnel at any point in time. Do you have that in place? And I'll be transparent. I don't have it in place. And my friend posted me the other day. I was like, I'm so excited. I just want to go. And she was like, do you have the back end in place? No. Well, ain't no sense she going live yet. It's just not. calm yourself down. Calm your happy self down.
Yeah.
Put the back end in place. Get the funnel set up. Then you can go live and talk about how excited you are. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me go back and sit down. And so I'm gonna challenge you all as Cherise, your people are you looking at it, right?
On Facebook? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how many people actually have everything in place. So if they went viral today, they would be good.
Oh, I can tell you, none of them. I can tell you right.
Type I'm ready. If you would be ready today, if you had a post that went viral today, and you absolutely ready, who is ready? How many people could say I'm ready?
Who's ready to go viral? Who on here is ready to go viral? And I'm looking at quite a few of these people that I know personally, and I know you ain't ready to go viral. But you let me know. I'm ready if you ready to go viral, baby. When I tell you, if either one of them, me or you, any of us go viral, we're gonna have to be in one room setting stuff up. Oh my God. We gotta
right.
We're not ready.
We're not ready.
So let's pull back. Let's pull back.
Mm-hmm.
And 500 people did see your stuff. And 100 of them said, I want it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, say you did have 100 available of whatever it is. Products, 100, a class for 100. How many people got a class set up for 100 people to sign into right now?
Say that part.
Okay. Yeah. I want it. Okay. So they're ready to sign up. You don't have anything available for them to sign up to. Carla, for instance. Okay. You ready to go viral? Let's go then, Tiana. Tiana probably is absolute ready because that one been working. She been working. But Carla,
wait, hold on. What's she been working on? Let's help her out right now. What's her
Tiana, tell us why you're ready. Tell us
what's her website? What is it? So that everybody
your website,
right now,
your product, you got enough product for 1,000 people to buy right now. You got, tell us, give us a couple of bullet points while you're ready so I can tell Natalie.
Yeah. How can we find you? We're gonna come right now. We're gonna help you go viral right now.
She ready. She ready. Okay, so Monica and Carla, for instance. Carla, are you ready to be cleaned out of your items in the boutique? If you went viral and people wanted your address so they could come over to your location and buy you out, are you ready? What would you do in that case, Carla? Pending, your location. Can the people come? Can the people show up? Do we need to go set up a pop-up shop? You know what I mean? Like, people see somebody in one of your outfits and, oh my gosh, I love that. And boom, you go viral. I want one. Oh, she has other cute stuff too. I want one. I love her. I'm going to go shop. Where's her boutique?
Right. Okay. All right. So we're going to wind it down because we are about to run out of time. But I do want to help Tiana. Wait, who all said they're ready?
Tiana said she's ready. Everyone else has said
they're not. Give us the website right now.
Tiana, drop the website. Drop the website. All right. We're waiting on her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to put that in there. And so everybody, when y'all hear this, please go check out Tiana's stuff.
Yeah, so get your products in place.
She is ready. And so she is ready for you. We want you to support her today. And Tiana, right now, I'm going to give this to you. Right now, you're going to confess that you are going viral every day. Thank you, Lord, I'm going viral because I'm ready. Thank you, Lord, I'm going viral because I'm ready. Yes. Thank you, universe, because I'm going viral because I'm ready. And then I can't wait to see it happen. This is so exciting.
And I want to speak to that too, real quick before we get out of here. What else going viral if you're ready? Showing up every single day. You have what you need to show up every single day. She loves social media. Yep. She knows every day what to do, what to say. She has value to add. She has skill sets to add. She ready, so it's going to happen.
And from what I've heard from the people who have gone viral, I've listened to a couple of people because I'm kind of studying that right now, is what they said is the same thing people say about photography. They say you don't take one great picture and that's it. You take 1,000 pictures and then one of them will happen to be great. And for whatever reason, it hits and it'll never be the one you expect. And so that's the same thing I'm hearing with social media. You just need to post. You just need to post.
Get out there.
Now, Gary Vee, I'm pretty sure in his book, I think it was Crushing It. He said, because it was a book, so he had, the opportunity to go more in detail. He said, you're going to be posting good quality content and information to people for years. And then he said, one day you're going to be fed up and bored and you're going to post something random, like, watch me go bowling, because he was like, you tired, and that. And he said, that's the post that's gonna go viral.
That's the one that's gonna blow up. Exactly. I had that happen. I did this video probably a few years ago with I was like, 5 things people over 50 need, blah 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 blah, and it was like fun, sex, sun, blah 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 blah, and girl, it just went stupid. It just went crazy.
Funny.
And I'm like, what?
It is.
What is this?
It's no rhyme or reason. Every now and then you'll hear somebody say they figured it out, but as soon as they get it figured out, the algorithm changes. So by the time they can like write the report, write the book, get it out, and everybody starts using it, the algorithm changes. So okay. So Tiana, what's your website? Did she put it in there yet?
Yep. She put the website. Okay. And every day she has a digital product, and every day I'm ready.
Okay. What's the website? Give it to me.
Website is Seeded Fruit. Very easy. Seededfruit.com.
Okay. Everybody go to seededfruit.com. We're going to help Tiana out today because she was ready. I did not spell seeded right. So S-E-E-D.
Well, I would say S-E-E-D-E-D. Fruit.com. I would say drop your social media.
Ooh.
So people can get to the website.
Right.
Because they need to see who she is, you know, and what she's about.
Tiana, next time you have some extra money for people who can't spell like me, you you may want to buy the domain name Seed Fruit just because people like me can't spell and you want them to get to your website anyway. Okay, I'm on your website. It's so beautiful. I will say that. And I'm going to follow you on social media, and I'm going to
you have her as Seeded Fruit, right? Seeded Fruit.
Mm-hmm. I'm there now. First I just put Seed Fruit in there because I'm special. The While I Wait meditation. Okay, I'm gonna get that today.
While I Wait.
I'm gonna support her because she was ready. She was ready. Yes.
Absolutely.
So that's going to be my seed into my life and getting myself ready. So, all right, people. Any last thoughts before we let them go for the day?
It was good. Get your email list popping.
Get your email list
Collect emails everywhere you go. Jump in here and ask people for their email addresses and put them on your list.
There we go.
On here, whenever you hear this podcast, wherever you are on the social media platforms or wherever, tap in here and say, hey, my email address is this. What's yours? You know, what's your name and email? Just be authentic and just grab people's information.
I got it. All right, my dear. I will see you next Tuesday. And then I need to check the dates out, but we'll take 2 weeks off for Christmas and a week off for Thanksgiving.
Sounds good.
Just everybody. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.